I've been very disappointed with skincare products in the past. I think, we get carried away with pretty packaging and, false promises. And I found that a lot of skincare that I have tried definitely haven't delivered. Just be disappointed, especially when you invest, skincare is not cheap. So it's really disappointing when it's not how it's advertised.
When I first tried Amaranté, I pretty much saw the results straight away. Even my husband had said to me when I came out of the bathroom, he's like, "Oh, you've done something." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "You've definitely done something." I was like, "I just cleansed and put some serum on." He's like, "Looks great, looks beautiful." And if my husband is noticing, who doesn't even notice when I cut half my hair off, then we're definitely on the right path. Because he just said, "Whatever you're doing works, keep doing it." Amaranté has always left me feeling like I'm glowing and my skin is always beautiful, and no matter how long my day has been, I always have this beautiful complexion. And that's all thanks to Amaranté.
Hello and welcome to Openshop. What an hour we've got planned for you, because this hour is really going to change the way you think about skincare. We all know the importance. As we age, we know that we need to be doing all sorts of different treatments on the skin. But oftentimes what we find, and I can put my hand up to this, is it gets so complicated. The information that we're giving is just so different to what we thought we knew that we don't know what to do. We've got different concerns. We don't know how to treat them individually as well, from the lines to the pigmentation to the dullness, the dryness in the skin. It's an absolute minefield, and it can be really, really expensive as well, which really takes that out of so many of our opportunities. Now, there are others of us that look at our skins and we go, "I need to go the more invasive route," which is even more expensive. And if you are considering that option, I want you to stay with us for this hour. If you are confused about what you are doing, I want you to stay with us for this hour. If you find it too complicated to understand, this hour we are going to simplify the results that you can get. We have got a range that we're going to offer you today that is so uncomplicated and yet so powerful. It works synergistically to target every single concern when it comes to the appearance of aging. So no matter where you are in that scale, is it the pigmentation? Is it the skin texture? Is it the fine lines? Is it the wrinkles? Is it that you are at the beginning of that aging journey or you are well into it? Amaranté is absolutely for you. It is created by one of the leading cosmetic surgeons in Australia with over 20 years of knowledge. Now, not only is he a medical doctor, the degrees behind his name, and look, to be honest with you, there are a whole lot of more that have been added since we last saw him here. Dr. Niro also has an absolutely incredible interest in biochemistry and, of course, a degree in that. And that is so key to delivering the results that you want here. Scientifically validated products, they work. The results are absolutely outstanding. And it all comes down to the powerful active ingredients that are able to work at a cellular level in the skin. So ladies, we are talking about really, really powerful results that you will see, results that you will feel. And it's what we regard as active skincare, not passive skincare. This is not fluff and puff. And in fact, the reason I say that as well is that it's actually found with Dr. Niro being a cosmetic surgeon, it's offered within his clinic, but not just his clinic, around Australia, in clinics in London as well. And this is the key, is that when it comes to that profession, results are what matter, and that's what you will get here today. Of course, we love to bring you products like this as well, and it is about the offer and it is about the deal. And if you are looking at this range, I want you to know that we've got the best one, and to take us through that offer is Mr. Mark Pickett. Isn't this so exciting?
Helen, it's really exciting, honestly. Every time we've had this brand on Openshop, it is completely sold out. Our buyer has restocked many, many times. We've finally restocked for you today. If you want to open the door to your cosmetic surgeon today, now is your opportunity here at Openshop. If you want to transform your skin, this is the hour to be watching. If you've maybe considered cosmetic surgery in the past. Maybe you can't afford it. You can't afford the time. Maybe you don't want to go anywhere near a scalpel. Well, again, this is your opportunity with Openshop to try something completely different. Now, we can give you a worldwide guarantee that you are going to get the best price for Amaranté anywhere. Look at this. It's a 4-piece system, so it's very, very uncomplicated for you to use. You will pay $39 for the cleanse, $39 for the polish, $129 for the PMP, and $169 for the R&R. That's it. Total value, almost $400. Okay, we are doing the lowest price with your worldwide guarantee for your kit today at $199 on free delivery. And we've got Afterpay as well. Now, when we launched this, understandably, because we've sourced something completely unique and different for you, it completely sold out. This is only the 3rd show that we've ever done. Honestly, we've tried to restock and restock. It is made in Australia. Everything is recyclable, by the way, if you're interested in that as well. They are key ingredients that really work synergistically with your skin. Now, we've got the call centre up and running today, ready to take your call today on 132580. The best way maybe to tap the app or go to the website if you know you want it. You want to secure your stock, open that door to your cosmetic surgeon. Open it now, go and secure your stock. We'll meet Dr. Niro in a moment, but this is Amaranté. Take a look.
Imagine a range of skincare developed right here in Australia by one of the top cosmetic surgeons in his field. With a degree in biochemistry and well-renowned throughout the world, Dr. Niro has over 20 years of experience that has led to the development of his powerful cosmetic surgeon brand, Amaranté. Amaranté is a premium tier skincare range that has been designed and developed for plastic surgeons to use in their clinics and doctors' offices. Dr. Niro's 20 years of knowledge led to the discovery of a skincare range so powerful that you would never find it in a department store. It was only available to doctors and plastic surgeons in Australia and even surgical centres in London that needed to use the best of the best on their clients. Using the highest grade of ingredients derived from natural sources and biotechnological processes that work synergistically for the regeneration and rejuvenation of your skin. Through actively modulating the biological functioning and structure of the skin, Amaranté is believed by many surgeons to be the best in producing outstanding skin rejuvenation. A cocktail of potent ingredients with pharmaceutical-like benefits has been carefully formulated to optimally restore skin instead of just masking the signs of aging. Amaranté is Australian Skincare's premium range that is used by a lot of celebrities that are clients of Dr. Niro and focus upon working deep into the biocellular level of the skin. Dr. Niro's mission was to innovate credible cosmeceuticals that are user-friendly and highly effective in producing tangible results in order to deliver well-rounded, meaningful outcomes. With 20 years as a cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Niro is aware that you don't need 20 products in a range, just 4 powerful products that target every single aging issue. Here at Openshop, you have an exclusive offer found nowhere else in the world. The complete 4-piece kit from Dr. Niro is not at the price found in surgical centres of $367. Today, you will save $168. The serum in itself, if it was under a big branded name, would be sold at over $800 alone. The value and offer can only be found here at Openshop. It's time to take the power of surgical centres into your home with Amaranté.
And welcome back to Amaranté. Honesty, excellence, integrity from a top cosmetic surgeon that is Dr. Niro. We're so lucky to have this brand at Openshop and have access to the best of the best with over 20 years of so much knowledge, including that biochemistry knowledge that has led to the creation of this range. What I'd love to do is actually start with showing you some results, because this is where I think you go, that is my skin. Now, This first one, it's all sorts of concerns. So look at the surface, the texture, the radiance. In the after shot, this gentleman actually looks as though he has been airbrushed. But it's very, I mean, for me, I think a lot of us will see that in our skin. For the gentlemen or for the ladies, it is so smooth. It is so even, that beautiful glow. That is what I would say a youthful, well, healthy looking skin, and that's what we're striving for, isn't it? Here's another one. Beautiful woman, but look around her face, from the eyes, under the eyes, around the eyes, through those nasolabials. Ladies, the lines that run from the side of the nose down, the lines around the lips. Even look at the line coming up just above the E on the before word. Look at that line that just comes up the jawline. Now look at the after shot. Again, we see the smoothness. Again, we see the evenness, the radiance, the softness. This, for me, is a complete and utter transformation, and we will talk about this one a little bit further, because this was an incredible treatment opportunity that this woman actually got herself involved in. But regardless of the extra treatments that she had, what was integral to her result happening was using Amaranté skincare. And so no more waiting. I'd love to introduce you to the creator, the founder, the mind behind this. One of Australia's leading cosmetic surgeons, in fact, globally recognised as well. Of course, Dr. Niro, it is absolutely wonderful to have you back at Openshop.
Thank you for the very kind introduction.
Well, look, it is an absolute honour to have somebody of your standing in your community, of, you know, the specialists that you work alongside, and they really revere you. You have your own clinics, and you look after a lot of celebrities, big names. You look after the everyday woman as well. But for these celebrities, and ladies, I'm like you, I'm no celebrity, we're just the everyday woman. But when you treat these women and these gentlemen, they actually probably have access to everything, to anyone, where price is not really an option, a problem for them. And yet they choose to come to you and, of course, use Amaranté. Why is that?
You know, skincare is absolutely integral to the transformative journey that people experience. It's both part of the pre- and post-treatment journey. And I always tell people it is the one thing that you must do consistently all the way through, because it will A, delay the need for more aggressive interventions, and B, after having treatments, it will maintain it as well. So good skincare with active ingredients, absolutely priceless.
The very big difference. One of the things that interests me so much about you is clearly you're a medical doctor. We talk about the cosmetic surgeon as well. But the idea of biochemistry, because I know you just keep getting qualified, which I love it. Well, it means that you're able to bring us even more every single time. The knowledge is so key, and we can rely on that, because we move in a fast day and age. That honesty, that intense integrity, the experience that you bring. I want to know what the importance of the biochemistry. What is that all about?
Well, science is always evolving, as we know, but principles are somewhat fixed. And being able to both take the scientific component and the clinical component as well, so experience, fusing them together, that really allows the creation of something that I can say hand on heart does work. So it's scientifically validated, and I have, the proof is in the pudding with patients. So putting it all together means that everyone, irrespective of how well off they are or how easily they can access various types of treatment, this is available.
Yes.
And I think that is one of the key things that was driving the creation of Amaranté. It was to create something that is accessible to the everyday person.
Can I take that even a step further? What was it, aside from making it available for so many more of us to experience, what was missing in the market of skincare from your perspective?
Well, it's a very, very busy market, as we all know. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of brands. But the thing that really stood out to me was how complex it is. And even for me, despite my knowledge, despite my experience, sometimes you look at a range and you're bamboozled. What, 15, 20 products?
Yes, absolutely.
And people are increasingly time poor. They want things that work, they want things that deliver, and they want things that can fit in with their lifestyle. So it was obvious to me that something that's uncomplicated was what the market was seeking. So it was therefore clear that I have to take ingredients that work, I have to take things that work with people's lifestyles and with their demands and expectations, which are all pivotal to the practice and art of cosmetic surgery, and pretty much bottle it. But moreover, bottle it in Australia, so there are no questionable ingredients and there are no kind of shortcuts with the production. It's made to the highest standards. Yeah, and we have Amaranté as a result.
Well, and that, you know, this is the key really, is that you can pick up on this incredible skincare here at Openshop. And Mark, we predicted this. It is so exciting because now we know there are a lot of people that are now getting access to beautiful skin.
Well, that's exactly right. You are stocking up on this. The first show was a complete sellout. The second show was a complete sellout. We can only get what we can get. This is made for you in Australia. Already 20% has gone in only 15 minutes. Remember, this is skincare that is prescribed by cosmetic surgeons for their clients, only sold in surgery around the world. It's really sought after skincare, but so uncomplicated and powerful, and it's all you need. Those 4 things you've got there, designed by one of the leading cosmetic surgeons with over 20 years experience, scientifically validated to work on your skin. So whether, you know, if it's your lifestyle, you want to simplify your regime, whether you want something that's overcomplicated, you've got something already that's overcomplicated, don't have something that's very uncomplicated, shop with us right now. Get your Amaranté. For me personally, having used it for the last week, and by the way, give it 4 weeks for that cell turnover to see what happens to your skin. I find it wakes my skin up. If your skin feels dull, lifeless, like it's just been dormant for years, you can wake it up now with prescribed skincare for under $200. It's almost half price from the normal price. It is on free delivery. 302-981 is the item number. Secure your stock right now. But let's hear from someone who's been using Amaranté. Take a look.
Right. Hi, I'm Tempest. I'm 33 years of age, so skincare is definitely starting to be something that's really important to me. I work in the world of social media marketing, always on photo shoots. I'm always in front of the camera, behind the camera, running around like a crazy person. When I found Amaranté, I was just completely over the moon. It's just this simple 4-step skin routine that I can do no matter where I am. If I'm overseas, it's in my bag. If I'm at home, there's only 4 bottles, and that's literally it. I don't have to be thinking about this completely complex process. I've got my 2 items for the morning and 2 items for the afternoon, and that's it, and I'm good to go all the time. Being 33 years of age, skincare is such an important part of my life now. It's something that you need to do, but you need to know that the products that you're using actually work, because there's nothing worse than having this huge collection of products and then you're just not looking the way you're supposed to look. So overall, Amaranté has just been amazing. The first time I placed my order for Amaranté and it actually arrived, I was super excited to try it out. Of course, like any woman is when they first come across a new skincare range, you just can't wait to try it. So my Amaranté arrived, and straight away, of course, I quickly ran into the bathroom and tried it on for the first time. There's just this feeling, this texture about it that's just so beautiful, and when you're applying it onto your skin, it feels like silk, and it smells absolutely delicious, and everything about it just felt completely right, and I loved it from the moment I tried it. Ever since then, I've been addicted. When I first tried Amaranté, I pretty much saw the results straight away. Even my husband had said to me when I came out of the bathroom, he's like, "Oh, you've done something." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "You've definitely done something." I was like, "I just cleansed and put some serum on." He's like, "Looks great, looks beautiful." And if my husband is noticing, who doesn't even notice when I cut half my hair off, then we're definitely on the right path. Because he just said, "Whatever you're doing works, keep doing it." Sometimes I am super tired, yet Amaranté has always left me feeling like I'm glowing and my skin is always beautiful, and no matter how long my day has been, I always have this beautiful complexion. And that's all thanks to Amaranté.
This is what incredible skin care is about. Mark already told you it's going bonkers, and congratulations with free delivery on this pack today. Remember to use those 30 days, because it's once you use it, you have to get it onto your skin to understand what beautiful skin, what healthy skin, what great looking skin can look like. And Amaranté actually targets all signs of aging. So I want to jump sideways first, if we can. Dr. Niro, can we actually talk about what we're getting in the pack? Because this is what I think I want to start here because I want you to understand, when we say uncomplicated, you have made it just that, because in fact, we're actually looking at just using 4 different products.
Correct.
We start with a polish.
Yes.
In a nutshell, can you take us through each? What is the polish?
Okay, so skin turns over, which basically means the deeper layer comes to the surface. Therefore, we have dry and dead skin that comes to the surface. It's happening all the time, particularly at night times. So the role of polish is to help to physically exfoliate that layer and to hydrate and plump the skin.
Perfect. So that's the first one. Remember, only 4. That's all you need to worry about. We have got, and it's the difference between an AM and a PM routine. We've got, well, actually, do you know what? You've got your R&R anti-aging serum. Talk us through that very quickly.
Okay, so the serum basically works at the cellular level, and it allows the turnover of the skin. It has anti-pigmentation properties as well. As we age, we have more issues with pigmentation or sunspots. And it also strengthens the barrier of the skin. So vitamins A, B and C, for example, I would argue that vitamin B is more important than vitamin A.
I can't wait to talk about this even further. You mentioned, I listened to you, that's to do with hydration, which is so key to to aging skin.
Definitely. It's the way the skin will look. So ultimately, vitamin A helps with the turnover, which allows for youthful skin. Many would submit that that's the most important thing. A few of us actually believe that vitamin B, which supports the ceramides or the protective layer and prevents desiccation or dehydration or drying of the skin, is arguably more important. What we've done here is we've put it all together.
I love that. It's the kind of skincare that with 4 products does not miss a beat, girls. It doesn't matter where you are, gentlemen as well. I will say that. It doesn't matter where you are in your aging process. This is the range for you. Next up, and we will talk about this a little bit more, but very quickly, PNP. This is like a daily protective cream.
Correct. So, the 2 main arms there, it's both moisturising and it protects against the damaging or deleterious effects of the sun, and it does this with a physical sunblock, so not chemical. And I believe we're going to discuss that later on, but that's a really important thing. It's got zinc oxide, so the 2 physical types could be titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. The zinc is better, it's nourishing to the skin as well, and that's what we've put in there.
And look, it is such an important step for us on a daily basis, so we will delve into that even more. And then in your PM regime, what we're going to do is we're going to change it up a bit, and you're going to use the cleanse.
Correct. So the cleanse, during the course of the day, one's going to have a collection of dirt, pollution, makeup, whatever it may be. So what we need is something that can slowly eat its way through without being too harsh on the skin, and then allows everything to be washed off, and the skin is now open and ready to absorb more of the R&R or the serum. So really, with 4 products, we are smashing the ball out of the court.
Yes.
And there's nothing unnecessary, for example, eye creams and that kind of thing, where there really is no scientific need for that kind of thing.
And this is the key to Amaranté, the fact that it is uncomplicated. So all of those things that you've heard where, oh, it's a vitamin C cream here and it's a neck cream here, it's an eye cream there, it's a this, that, the other. This is where it is possible. It is possible when you use Amaranté. It is about it being uncomplicated, and this is so key. And I think the more uncomplicated it is, the more inclined we are to use it as well. And when you see and you feel those results, you will understand why customers come back time and time again. And these before and afters, I mean, the crow's feet, a much more fragile area of the skin on the face particularly. We see the aging happening for a lot of people. That's the first sign that we see. But of course, Amaranté is going to do that. the surface of the skin. Again, talking to the gentlemen out there, ladies, I know you'll look at this as well and you'll go, oh yes, that's my skin as well. It's quite outstanding, the uniformity to his skin, Dr. Niro.
Certainly helps with the texture, or the patina, the surface of the skin. And when used from a young age, it helps with prevention. So maintenance, prevention, all of that. So,
and that's what we were listening to Tempest before. I mean, beautiful 33-year-old woman.
Yes.
She's planning ahead. She wants to keep that beautiful skin. So it really is, I keep saying, it doesn't matter where you are in your skincare journey, the results are proven, the results are there, the science backs it up.
Absolutely.
And it is because of the activity, the active ingredients that's here. So that said, when I'm saying it's for anyone is vote, who is it for? The ladies in the 30s, the ladies 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, the gentlemen included in that, who can use Amaranté?
Absolutely everybody. And if anything, I'm actually going to throw this out there. Men love this range. Why? It's so uncomplicated. And generally men invest less time in the way they look. And therefore, down the track, they need to have more aggressive interventions. And what Amaranté is going to try to do is, in conjunction with a healthy lifestyle, it will delay the need for more aggressive interventions. So,
and that's what we want, is we want solutions for you. So, look, let's actually get into this beautiful pack a little bit more for you. The stock is moving, by the way. You do need to be quick. Remember to use that Afterpay. Mark was straight up the gates and he was telling you it's free delivery. So you actually get to try it on your skin. Remember, open it up, get it out of the packaging. I have to tell you, I love the fact it actually comes in the most beautiful little bag. I felt like when I saw it, I went, oh, this is exactly what I need my program to be. It's all in here. So 4 products, different steps. So let's start with the first thing, which of course is clearing the dead skin cells, the debris, the pollution, the makeup, all of those off the skin. People kind of know that they should do it, but they don't really understand the benefits of doing it sometimes.
well, really the principle is to look bright and refreshed, we need to get rid of that dead layer. So the other benefit, of course, is also that once the dead layer has gone, the skin is now open to absorb the goodness from the serum. Skin has a turnover cycle of about 25 to 40 days, and the older one is, the longer it takes. And the principle here is when one wakes up, we want to get rid of that drier, more tired skin. And you basically rub in the polish, which has very fine jojoba beads. It's not as harsh on the skin as some other products because of the uniformity of the jojoba beads. And it's got the esters or the oils there as well. So a lot of exfoliating products are drying. What this is both functional and not drying.
Well, it's quite remarkable. You talk about the jojoba beads, and for anyone who's ever tried that sort of exfoliation experience, you might find it really gritty, and even the process of trying to remove it is actually quite tough. But they are uniform. They roll over the skin so beautifully. There's no damage on the skin. There's no scratching on the skin. There's nothing. This is the first step, and it is all about results. So let me show you. I've added a little bit of water. I followed it to a T, Dr. Niro, and that very first experience absolutely blew me away because not only, look how bright that is.
And can I suggest using it on your hands is actually a good idea?
Yes.
Because generally when we look at someone, we look at their face, their neck, their décolletage, and the back of the hands. So actually applying Amaranté to the hands and neck and deck, absolutely wonderful.
Is perfect. And that's the idea, right? Is it is a range that you can use. I know you're very big on this, Dr. Niro, from the forehead all the way down onto the décolletage,
Correct.
making sure that we're treating all of those very exposed, very aged areas that people do notice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when people come to Ignite Medispa, my flagship clinic, and I look at them, one of the areas I'm looking for is actually this part where people forget to apply sunscreen and moisturize and hydrate and so on. And Amaranté can be used there.
Now, if we're starting our day with that, and I love the idea, it's actually quite unique, I think, for a lot of us to hear, do the polish in the morning. Why do you suggest that we do that straight off first thing?
Because the turnover would have happened overnight, so over many hours.
Perfect. So start the day, as Mark said, wake the skin up. It doesn't scratch, it's non-abrasive. It's really about refreshing the skin and setting the skin up. I think of it as success, because you mentioned then everything that follows the serums.
Yes.
We then can make them
Absorb more, it just wants
better.
to suck it in.
This is what it's about. Active ingredients on a cellular level, Mark. Does it get any better?
Look, it really doesn't. I don't think my face has ever felt so smooth, honestly. And these are products that you look forward to using. 1, 2, 3, 4, no confusion at all. You've got your polish in the morning, which has got those beautiful fine jojoba beads in there. Follow up with your serum. Then you've got your sun protection cream. That's you set up for the day. The thing you will look forward to is using that cleanser at night time. Forget stinging eyes. It doesn't exist. Just know it will melt through all of that makeup for you as well. I absolutely adore that cleanser. I could bathe in that, honestly. And then follow that up with the serum and then the cream if you would like to. And that's it. We talked about a simple system, uncomplicated. We've seen the results. Honestly, over 30% has now gone. We are opening that door today to the cosmetic surgeon for you. The day we launched this, it was a complete sellout. Show number 2, a complete sellout. We tried to get more. It's all made in Australia. This is your third show. It is going again. Remember, we are giving you that worldwide guarantee that this is the lowest price you will find anywhere. So you're almost half price from what it normally is. You've got free delivery for you as well. Here's how it breaks down for you. You can pay individually $376 if you want to buy them separately, but why would you? It's $199. It's almost like going to see that cosmetic surgeon, coming out with your bag of goodies, ready to work on your skin and address any concern that you may have, whatever that is, whatever age you may be. Look, even if you've got teenagers with problematic skin, Dr. Niro, can I just quickly check on that? Is that okay?
Absolutely fine. And a lot of teenagers suffer with acne, so one of the products has got salicylic acid, which helps to break down the debris in the oil. So it's perfect for that.
Thank you. I just wanted to quickly ask that. And by the way, the serum alone, you could pay a crazy price like $800 or so in a department store for something like that. Remember, Dr. Niro created this range, so you're not paying for a supermodel. Sorry, Dr. Niro. You're not paying for a supermodel to tell you all about it. Who would you rather trust, the supermodel or Dr. Niro? I know who I would trust with 20 years experience, a medical doctor, a cosmetic surgeon, an additional degree in biochemistry.
That is correct.
I got it right. Now's your chance to go and secure your stock. Don't let it sell out on you again. This is Amaranté. Go and grab it. Back soon.
Imagine a range of skincare developed right here in Australia by one of the top cosmetic surgeons in his field. With a degree in biochemistry and well-renowned throughout the world, Dr. Niro has over 20 years of experience that has led to the development of his powerful cosmetic surgeon brand, Amaranté. Amaranté is a premium tier skincare range that has been designed and developed for plastic surgeons to use in their clinics and doctors' offices. Dr. Niro's 20 years of knowledge led to the discovery of a skincare range so powerful that you would never find it in a department store. It was only available to doctors and plastic surgeons in Australia and even surgical centres in London that needed to use the best of the best on their clients. Using the highest grade of ingredients derived from natural sources and biotechnological processes that work synergistically for the regeneration and rejuvenation of your skin. Through actively modulating the biological functioning and structure of the skin, Amaranté is believed by many surgeons to be the best in producing outstanding skin rejuvenation. A cocktail of potent ingredients with pharmaceutical-like benefits has been carefully formulated to optimally restore skin instead of just masking the signs of aging. Amaranté is Australian Skincare's premium range that is used by a lot of celebrities that are clients of Dr. Niro and focus upon working deep into the biocellular level of the skin. Dr. Niro's mission was to innovate credible cosmeceuticals that are user-friendly and highly effective in producing tangible results in order to deliver well-rounded, meaningful outcomes. With 20 years as a cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Niro is aware that you don't need 20 products in a range, just 4 powerful products that target every single aging issue. Here at Openshop, you have an exclusive offer found nowhere else in the world. The complete 4-piece kit from Dr. Niro is not at the price found in surgical centres of $367. Today, you will save $168. The serum in itself, if it was under a big branded name, would be sold at over $800 alone. The value and offer can only be found here at Openshop. It's time to take the power of surgical centres into your home with Amaranté.
Welcome back. Great skincare at your fingertips from Amaranté. It's really incredible. And I kind of feel like if you're thinking about what am I going to do I need to go down that more invasive path? Is that the way? There is the cost, there is the downtime. Even if you do that, Dr. Niro, you still need skincare.
Good skincare.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So whether it's some energy-based procedure, so lasers, whatever it may be, radiofrequency microneedling, I use Amaranté on all the patients subsequently because, you know the saying, the sum of the parts is worth more than the individual components.
Yes.
Put it together and the outcome of the summation far exceeds the individual bits and pieces.
Amazing.
So it's integral.
Amazing. And do you know what? I feel like for any woman who is thinking of going down that step, if you're going to do that and make that investment in yourself, you want to know that the after effect, exactly what Dr. Niro just said, is maintained, that the result is exactly what you're looking for. And that's really what Amaranté is all about. So girls, let's not think about that. Let's think about skincare. We're going to run out of time. So we're going to move on to the second step of your 4-step skincare process. Now, this is called the R&R serum. It's an anti-aging serum. When we think of serums, Dr. Niro, we think of them as powerhouses. What sets R&R apart from other serums that we've tried?
Yes. 3 key things. At a basic level, it's going to help with cell turnover. It's going to reduce the pigmentation or help reduce the pigmentation, and it's going to support the skin. So all the different ingredients are going to be doing different things, working on the different layers of the skin. Remember, the skin can vary roughly from about 0.5 millimetre in thickness to about 4 millimetres in thickness. And there are 2 main parts, the epidermis or the outer part, and the dermis or the deeper part. And these ingredients will work at the different layers to support the function of the different parts of the skin.
It almost goes back to what you were just saying when it's the whole part, right? Everything comes together.
Yes.
You need to be able to have those active ingredients alongside peptides and all sorts of things that can actually encourage the change down below, which of course encourages the change up above, right?
Correct.
It's actually almost as simple as that, could I say? It's not simple. It's not simple at all. But that's really what you're trying to do to change the skin in itself. Niacinamide is a huge part of this product. Talk to us about the importance.
Well, it's not just the key part, but it is one of the main ones. And I think there's a graphic showing the molecular structure. Really what we want what our viewers to realise is we've done the hard part. We've cherry-picked the different ingredients with for example, the retinaldehyde, the niacinamide, even a licorice extract. I think Mark very astutely picked up on that.
I just said I could smell licorice in there. I thought that I could, and there it was, but it's there for a very good reason, isn't it?
Bingo, you absolutely got it. It helps with the issues with pigmentation that a lot of people suffer with.
Yes.
So yeah, they come together.
And licorice has a wonderful sort of almost calming effect on the skin as well. It's not just a sensation, it's actually what it does right deep down. So it is about an experience, but I also want you to think about if you've been looking for serums. I think people that are educating themselves about skincare and what beautiful skin looks like, if you've done any research, you've read any articles or anything like that, you've watched the adverts on TV, it's pretty common to hear that you need to be using a serum. However, when you're looking at a formulation, a grouping of ingredients that really potentiate each other to give you the results of this magnitude, I want you to understand that you could be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, the important thing here to note is that you don't have to do that with Amaranté. And you actually share these formulations, you share your range with cosmetic surgeons in medical centres, not just here around Australia, but actually around the world.
Correct. It's actually used in a number of different countries. Feedback has been unanimously good. And again, what I wanted to create was something that could be used potentially by anyone all year round in different parts of the world. And that is key to how applicable this range is.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, we just want something that works. If I'm going to spend money on it, I'm sure anybody here would agree, when you're spending your hard-earned money, you want it to work for you. So when you're considering this serum on its own, and I think you can find it on our website for $169, that I would suggest is very good value for the results that you can expect from there. But for an extra $30 today, you're getting your cleanse, you're getting your polish, you're getting your PNP protective cream as well. I was going to just quickly pop this on just to show you, beautifully dosed as well. You'll be so impressed with how it works on the skin, how it absorbs, how it feels. The fragrances are just incredible. But I want to introduce you to someone. You might recognise this beautiful lady. Her name is Fern. Welcome back to Openshop.
Thank you.
Now, Fern started her Amaranté journey around about 2 months ago. And I think it's fascinating and so exciting that she's come back to share with us, because I'd like to start with, before you began with Amaranté, what were the concerns that you had with your skin?
Lines and wrinkles, aging, crepey neck, décolletage, sun damage, all those things that come along with aging.
Oh, it's so interesting. That's where what a lot of us see, right? You
correct.
see that happening in your skin. So, Dr. Niro, when you look at beautiful Miss Fern here,
Yes.
what differences do you see with your very practiced eye as you look at her?
Subconsciously, whenever a person looks at another person, they're looking for a number of things. The quality of the skin, the patina or the texture is key, and that kind of calculation is done in a split second. We look at the symmetry of the face, we look at volume. Now, of course, in terms of the skin and its appearance, skincare will allow it to be more plumped, will address some of the sunspots, and it gives that youthful glow. And really, that's what women say. And for example, the serum that you use on your hands, it has to apply in a very silky and smooth, uniform fashion, which just makes it a pleasure to apply to the face, neck, and décolletage.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, looking at Miss Fern, and she's going to look straight down the barrel of that camera for us, because, I mean, what a beautiful before shot. But what a difference, particularly around the eyes. For me, I have to say, there's way more of a glow, though, in that after shot. And Fern, are you happy for me to mention your age?
Yes, you can mention
65 years old. Again, I say the before is fantastic, but that after is skin that does look so much, it looks more vibrant, it looks clearer.
Well, Fern is naturally very beautiful. She has a very feminine face. Her features are not heavy at all. And what the Amaranté has done is it's given that extra kick to an already lovely canvas. But it's, it does that to everyone.
Yes.
Whether it's my colour skin, brown skin, white skin, it doesn't matter. The principles are the same.
Yes.
And it really just gives the extra oomph that the skin requires.
Now, just to take the excitement to the next level.
I've just heard something, Helen. You've heard it too, didn't you?
Well, that's only
Oh my
after 2
goodness.
months.
Wow.
And,
Is what I'm
and the
saying.
reality is, we're talking about a 30-day money-back guarantee
Yes.
that you get here. That is with your free delivery as well. Now, the reality is that we need to just make sure expectations are intact. When you get this home, I want you to open up and I want you to start using it on your skin. You are not going to see the result overnight. In my own personal opinion, and I think Mark will vouch for this as well, you will feel a difference on your skin.
Definitely, Helen.
From that very first moment.
Yeah.
The surface of the skin feels completely different. You look more vibrant, more awake.
My skin's woken up, my skin is much softer, so you do feel that. And I feel that when I look at my skin, it looks alive and awake. It looks like it's healthier.
Yes.
It's got more of a glow to it. But when I see your before and after there, oh my goodness me.
Yep.
Just look at that. I have the big crow's feet, Helen, around my eyes as well. To see what it's done to the eye area in 2 months, I'm astounded.
Well, 30 days, and Fern, you're setting the phones alight. I am not surprised. I want to go back, Mark, you just mentioned the eyes, right? We're talking about Fern's crow's feet here. Dr. Niro, we don't have to now go and find an eye treatment and an eye this and an eye. Your theory is that each of these products we can use over the entire area to get the result.
Absolutely. So, for the benefit of the audience, the thinnest skin in the body is just behind the earlobe and above the eyelid, or the upper eyelid rather. The next thin area is going to be the under eye area, and what basically happens is it has a higher rate of perceived aging because it's in a mobile area. The eye is basically like a sphincter muscle that opens and closes, and it's not supported with a bony structure directly underneath. So all of these ranges that sell you a specialized eye serum for $200 or whatever it is, unnecessary and scientifically flawed, in my opinion, because the skin here is very similar to the skin there. It's just not supported in the same way.
Not
so
supported
people
I'd rather hear that from a cosmetic surgeon, medical doctor
we
who understands biochemistry.
Well, we move the skin around and we reconstruct, and we look at all of these principles. So really, people blowing all this money just to get a brand and with the belief that it's doing something special for the eye area, I'd perhaps conjecture they're throwing money in the bin.
It's just brilliant. Honestly, remember Fern? Fern, you are, looking amazing. But what happens, though, when you look that good? You feel that good, don't you? That's the difference it makes. It gives you that confidence. If you're looking in the mirror now going, I'm never going to look that good, but what's going to happen? It's only going to get worse, isn't it? We've opened that door today to that cosmetic surgeon for you. We've sourced this incredible brand that you wouldn't normally be able to find anywhere else unless you're walking through the door of the Medi-Spa or, the surgery. You've got 20 years experience as a medical doctor here built into every single piece that you're looking at here. And how uncomplicated is this? From the gentle jojoba of the cleanse to the licorice that we had in, and that's just one thing that's in that serum, that amazing niacinamide at 3.5%, by the way, which is a huge percentage. Then you've got your sun protection, which we know is really important, in your cream. And the thing that I would just bathe in, which is this amazing cleanse of a nighttime, you look forward to using it. So if you are going from teenagers with acneic skin, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, all the way up to 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it doesn't matter. All concerns are addressed by Amaranté. Grab yours right now. Don't miss this. Easy to shop with Openshop. Tap the app or give us a call right now on 132580 or go to the website openshop.com.au. But back to Helen, because we're going to pop to the phones.
Yes, we have got somebody who's called in. Talia, welcome to Openshop.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, really well, and it's always lovely to hear someone on the phones. I'm guessing there is a story for you with Amaranté. Would you care to share?
I have to share. So basically, I'm a single mom of 3 kids, so very time poor. And I came across Amaranté purely because of the active ingredients and the simple regime. So obviously, I don't have a lot of time in the morning or at night to dedicate to my skin, but I know my skin needs it. I mean, I suffer from a lot of dryness, so moisture was a huge factor for me. And with Amaranté, that serum, I'm not even kidding, it goes on and it feels like velvet. It doesn't sit on the skin in that oily consistency, and that's the difference between every other product I've ever tried. That serum, hands down, is the best I've ever used. I have to stress that. And I suffer also from quite sensitive skin, so I've tried close to every product on the market, and without fail would get a reaction.
Right.
But with Amaranté, because it is so, the ingredients are so natural and it's so hypoallergenic, I've not had one reaction.
And that's the confidence for you to continue using it. Can I ask, what are the differences that you've seen in your skin? I mean, I'm with you about, being the parent and your time factor. Busy mum lifestyle is a huge thing, but I'm imagining that you still wanted the results. So talk us through what you've seen happen with your skin, Talia.
Well, considering with the dryness, and I have climates that sucks the moisture out of my face, I've noticed, and even people around me, they'll always say to me, your skin looks like it's glowing, what do you use? And I always send them to the Instagram page or Amaranté's website. I'm like, you have to try this product. I kid you not, it is going to change the whole complexion of your face. Like, it is just going to brighten it up. And it's, like, I happily would send a photo. It glows.
Yeah, this is the key. Seeing the results, feeling the results, knowing that you are using something that is working. For anybody who's sitting on the fence, anybody who's watching the show going, oh, I don't know if this is for me, Talia, what would be the final words that you would say to them?
Don't hesitate. Honestly, the proof will be when you actually use it. And I always am skeptic with all different skincare regimes, and this hands down is the best one on the market.
Well, there you go. That's powerful. This is the key, is actually hearing from the people that are using it. Thank you, Talia, for your time. Thank you for taking the time. Really appreciate you. We have got 5 minutes to go. I need to race through the rest of the range. Can we please talk about your P&P protective cream? This is I feel like a game changer for anybody who uses it. What is it going to do for us? Why it is important? When do we use it?
Okay, so it's a rich moisturiser. So what the function of a moisturiser really is to sit on the top layer of the skin and to prevent water loss. So this does that in a very nice way, and it also helps to plump the skin. But importantly, it's got zinc oxide. So in terms of sun blocking or a protective effect, we've got chemical and physical blockers. Chemical blockers are perhaps, I don't know, somewhat controversial in some circles. And what we do know is that a physical blocker is safer, and generally the spectrum of cover against UVA and UVB is better with a physical blocker. And we know that zinc oxide is superior to titanium dioxide. So I've put the very best, i.e. zinc oxide, into the product. And, you know, both you and the caller, Talia, hit upon some very important things. People are going to not just see a difference, and it's important to address that in a second, but they're going to feel a difference. And a lot of the time you see adverts where, you know, people put some eye cream on and an eye bag has gone. You know what? That is impossible. What this product will do is it will give you a natural and sequential transformation. Of course, it has to work hand in hand with other things, but it's the feel which you cannot capture perhaps on camera that a lot of people just say, you know, my skin feels plump, rich, whatever it is.
So the zinc oxide is a major part of this every single day. Even if you're spending more time at home, you're still in the garden, you're sitting inside the window where the sun is coming in. Every single day you want to make sure that you've got this on the skin, but of course it's what it's going to do in an anti-aging process as well. What I will say to you is if you've ever thought the feel of luxury and the knowing of scientific results cannot go hand in hand, I would challenge you to try Amaranté, because that's really what you've gone for, right? Correct. Is that very high-end luxury feel. But this is results driven. This is, and you know, you hear us say that, it's what it's all about. One more product we have to talk about is the cleanse.
Yes.
Absolutely magnificent. So much to talk about. Tell us again the importance of cleansing and what you've done with this, because it's very unique.
Yes. So a cleanser really has to apply in a very uniform way on the skin. So we call it the so-called slip factor. You apply it, and what people have to do here is they have to leave it on for about 2 to 5 minutes. You find that a lot of people put a cleanser on for about 10 seconds and wash it off. You don't have to. In fact, some people leave the cleanser on and go about their activities and wash their face many hours later. But really, leave it on for a couple of minutes. It will basically eat away the dirt and the debris. It's got lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid. So it both gets rid of the oils, it gets rid of the dead skin, it is hydrating to the skin as well. And literally, it cleans the skin, and you apply the serum again, and it absorbs.
Can I just say, my skin has never been so clean.
Well,
it has never been so clean. I can't wait to use it.
And if you're going to use a cleanser, let's make sure it works for you. This is every single step that you need to get results. It's called Amaranté. Dr. Niro has created it with all of his years of experience. A medical doctor, cosmetic surgeon. The degrees behind are incredible, but it's the biochemistry side of the degrees that is really, really key. So thank you so much for bringing us a remarkable range. It is your access right here, right now at Openshop to what could be the best skincare you have ever tried. Best price guarantee as well with free delivery. Use those after-pay payments, $49.75, 302-981. We had beautiful Fern showing her results here in the studio. That's just 2 months worth. Talia on the phone, busy mum. She's making it happen and she's looking great while she does it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely fabulous to have you here again, Mark. Magic as always.
We could talk for another hour, couldn't we? It's so
Very
good, honestly. Don't miss it, whatever you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Please make sure you confirm. But thank you so much for your company, and thank you, Dr. Niro, once again.
Get up.